fella.
You are one compulsive shopper. I think you buy everything you see.
Well, it's because my parents starved me as a kid.
Oh. I notice you have a habit of buying everything in cans. Well, almost everything in cans.
It's more economical. I don't throw away as much food.
How's the budget doing?
Tight.
Catch.
Hey, beans.
How are things between Pirelli and Heather?
Well, they sit and stare at each other. That's progress of a sort. Heather doesn't even look at me when I walk in.
Oh, he's the best in his field.
Yeah, I know. That's what people keep telling me. I guess when it's your wife.
Oh, it's rough. Put these up in the cupboard?
Yeah, please. Listen, Rick, I haven't wanted to bring this up, but is there anything new with Laura?
No, not a thing.
Listen, do you think she's with Luke?
I can't imagine her being anyplace else.
I gotta tell you, I thought I knew that girl a little better. Can't imagine why she wouldn't try to make contact with you or Lesley.
Well, she had a lot of rough press. And the stuff, the newspapers. I got hold of the David Hamilton thing.
Yeah, and Scotty sounds off publicly.
Kind of hard to blame her for one to just disappear for a while. How's Jeremy taking the situation between you and Ann?
Well, not too well, as a matter of fact. Excuse me. Hello?
Jeff, it's Ann.
Hi, Annie. Hey, I miss you.
Jeff, please.
Ann, what's wrong?
I'll have to see you.
Are you crying?
I guess I don't know. Jeff.
Listen, take it easy, will you? Tell me about it.
Miss Washburn was here today.
Jeremy's caseworker.
Yeah.
Ann?
She said that Jeremy told her that he doesn't want me to go through with the final adoption papers.
What? That lady's got to be crazy.
I know, that's what I thought at first.
Look, she must have misunderstood Jeremy, that's all.
I asked him about that.
And what'd he say?
He said it's true.
Rick's here, and we'll both come over right away, all right?
Sit down, Joe.
Thank you.
Can I bring you anything, Dr. Weber? Joe?
No, nothing for me, thanks.
I guess we're fine.
Is anything the matter?
No matter how.
With Mrs. Grant, she doesn't seem to be her usual self.
I have a dinner date this evening with the psychiatrist who has just taken over her daughter's case. I think she's very nervous about meeting him.
Oh, I see. Well, if you have a date, then I won't keep you long. I really don't have anything much to report, I'm afraid.
No leads on Laura.
No. What we've got to look at here, Leslie, is the fact that we know that nothing has happened to Laura. Otherwise, the police would have found out about it. So for now, we just assume that Luke and Laura have taken a powder for whatever reason. Hope that somehow we can pick up a lead that'll take us to where they are.
And you're still sure that they've left town?
I'm checking out the airports, bus depots, train stations, see if I can pick up anything there.
Excuse me. Hello?
Hello, Leslie, hi, it's Ann Logan.
Hello, Ann.
I'm sorry to bother you, but the Joe Kelly's exchange gave me this number.
Oh, yes, he's right here at this moment. Hold on. It's for you. It's Ann.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Is this the one and only Annie Logan?
Yes, it's me, Joe. Hi. I hesitated calling you there because I knew you'd probably be discussing Laura with Leslie.
No, that's okay. We're just about through. Leslie has some last-minute primping to do for a date.
Yeah. Look, I was wondering if you'd like to come by the house.
Are you kidding? I'd love to.
Joe, I'm not asking you to come by to see me.
Exactly what do you mean by that?
Well, look, I'll explain it to you when you get here, okay? So you'll be here soon?
Well, it may take an hour, so I have to stop by my office. But I could come right over if you need me.
Oh, no, whatever. That will be fine. Whenever you can make it, okay?
Okay, well, I'll see you later then.
Okay.
I would like to present to you Dr. Tony Pirelli. Tony, this is Heather's mother.
Oh, boy.
Mrs. Grant, I'm delighted to meet you.
Thank you, Dr.
Although I doubt that you are delighted to meet me. I understand you opposed Heather's transfer from Pine Circle to Forest Hills.
Well, yes. Yes, I did.
Mrs. Grant, let me tell you right now that I respect your caution. I admire it. Too many people let shrinks move their patients from one place to another without even a peep. You questioned it. You wanted to look into it. I like that. I like that very much. It tells me how much you love your daughter. And if this will be of any help to you, I just want to say that I'm going to do everything I can, everything I possibly can to help her. Okay?
Well, thank you for saying that.
Mrs. Grant, we're going to get along fine. Give me your hand. What's more important, your daughter and I are going to get along fine.
Yes, well, thank you for talking to
We'll
me.
talk again, Mrs. Grant. I'll need your help with Heather. I'm brilliant, but I can't always do it alone. All right?
I'll see you again then, I guess.
Oh, sure. You can count on that.
Do you need anything, Dr. Weber?
No, we'll be fine.
Excuse me.
Did I win her over?
No, not completely.
Look, I meant-
But I think you made a good
I
start.
meant every word I said to her.
I figured you did. Would you like something?
Whatever you're having.
Well, I don't drink much. When I do, it's usually just white wine.
And I go a stronger route than that. I'll scrounge around here for something. Let me bartend over here. Here we go. One white wine for the beautiful, unfortunately divorced lady.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's your point of view.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to make it yours, too. And now, something for me. A little whatever this is. Okay. You know, Leslie, Heather's case is a very interesting one.
In what way?
Well, I'm not at all certain that the catatonic state that she's in has anything to do at all with the LSD trip.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's possibly worn off by now.
What then?
Well, maybe she's hiding behind that silence of hers as an escape from coming back to the world of reality, from facing the consequences of the things she's done.
Well, then, would you say, theoretically anyway, that it would be possible for her at any moment to revert back to her old
Oh,
self?
sure, it's possible. Yeah.
Have you told Jeff
Oh,
that?
no. It's only a possibility, and I don't want to raise his hopes. But that's enough shop talk for now.
Would you like to take your drink out on the patio? perhaps?
Great! I'd love to look at you in the moonlight.
Tony, the sun is shining.
So I'll turn it off.
I don't know what to think. I called Joe. I hope you don't mind.
No, that's fine. It's a good idea.
Good.
Listen, Rick and I were talking on the way over, and we figured it'd be a good idea if you went up first.
Okay, that's good.
Jeremy's due for a checkup. This way it'll seem a little more routine if I go.
All right.
Yeah, we also thought that it might be a good idea if we didn't let Jeremy know that we came running over here together.
Mm-hmm.
I better
Okay.
go up, see what I can do.
Yeah, thanks, Rick.
Right, yeah.
Annie, I'm sorry. It's my fault.
No, Jeff, it's not your fault. It's all mine.
Look, how can you say that? Come
Because
on.
I'm the one he doesn't want me to adopt him. That's why.
Look, no matter what's going on in Jeremy's head, I know for a fact that you've done a heck of a job with that kid. But sometimes these things happen. I mean, look at Leslie. She's a wonderful mother. And Rick has been a terrific father for Laura. They've done everything possible to be the right kind of parents for that girl. And where's it gotten them? Nowhere. They can't even locate their daughter.
Can I have some change for $1 for the telephone?
Sure.
A long distance from Mommy?
Why did you say that?
Well, I figure you young people are just newly married, and you might be a bit homesick.
Thank you.
Dr. Weber's residence? Hello? Hello?
You have a chance for $1?
Sure.
No luck, huh? One here told me. Jeremy, would you prefer if we had an examination down at the hospital?
Would it make any difference?
Are you unhappy with me as your doctor?
No. You're the best doctor in the world, and you saved my life, and...
It can be a doggone good life.
I don't know.
Look, Jeremy, we're supposed to be friends, not just a doctor-patient relationship here now. Why can't you open up and talk to me?
I am talking to you.
Are you worried about something else other than your health?
No.
You know, you can always talk to your mom.
We talked earlier.
What about?
Just... things. Oh, have you heard anything from Laura?
No news lately.
Well, it seems like adopting Laura wasn't such a good idea. She ran away. I mean, she hasn't even bothered to call her parents or anything.
Things aren't black and white, guy.
You're very far away.
I was just thinking about that phone call that came before we left the house.
You mean the one when there was nobody at the other end of the line?
Mm-hmm. Mrs. Grant said she thought it might have been Laura. There was something about the quality of the breathing she heard.
Mrs. Grant can be a very dramatic lady.
You have good insights into people, Doctor.
Well, she's a lady whose husband walked out on her.
How did you know that?
It's in her eyes. So she made the mistake some women do. She let her only child become her, what, her whole life?
Are you trying to tell me something?
Who, me?
Let's not talk about Laura. What do you say? I'm really not obsessive about her.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that because I intend to spend the rest of the evening concentrating on her mother. Okay?
Well, that sounds nice to me.
Excuse me. Dr. Leslie Weber.
Yes.
Phone call from Dr. Rick Weber.
Sorry about that.
Oh, boy, his timing's terrific.
I'm sorry to track you down at dinner, Leslie, but I wondered if you'd heard anything from Laura.
No, nothing. But we did have another one of those phone calls. Mrs. Grant thought it might have been Laura.
That's strange. If it is, at least she's all right.
Yeah, I thought of that.
Well, look, I don't want to interrupt your dinner anymore.
Oh, no, it's all right. In fact, I understand you two know each other.
Who's that?
Dr. Tony Pirelli?
Oh, give Tony my best regards.
I'll do that. Goodbye.
Bye. Any luck with Jeremy?
No, not really.
No, he clammed up, didn't say a word.
He's very sincere about this. He really believes that he's going to be crippled for the rest of his life. And he doesn't want to be a burden on you at all.
Oh, Rick.
It's a stage. It's a stage that a lot of patients go through when they've had a long-lasting illness.
I know I have let him down some way. I
Annie,
know
come
it.
on, don't be silly. Come on.
I'll get it. Oh, Joe. Joe.
Well, now that's what I call a greeting.
I am so worried about Jeremy.
What's wrong? Is he sick?
He told the adoption agency, the social worker, that he doesn't want my final papers to go through.
Well, we'll just straighten out his mind on that score, that's all.
Yeah, maybe somebody from the outside can make him realize he's a little mixed up.
Yeah, maybe. And I could just be your man. I've been feeling kind of like an outsider lately. Be happy to speak to Jeremy.
Kids do a lot of strange things. We had some problems with Laura. Identity crisis when she was maturing emotionally and wasn't able to keep up physically.
Oh, where did you two go wrong? I bet you spoiled him rotten.
No. Actually, it was the other way around. I spoiled my daughter rotten, not my husband.
You know, you haven't talked about Laura for the last 10 minutes.
You weren't going to play shrink.
Well, that doesn't mean you can't play mom. But you're very, very worried about her. Am I right?
Yeah, I really am. Underneath everything else. I keep having this terrible feeling, you know, the way you'll have in a bad dream sometimes, that something dreadful has happened to her. There's nothing in the world I can do to help.